Come on. Hello.
Oh, it's a little early. We're good, right? 2 minutes early. All good. Hello, everyone. Thanks for joining us.
Hey.
Are we all on?
Yeah, we're good.
Perfect. Awesome. So, guys, what if I told you that you could increase your metabolism by doing things that are very time investment and no real financial requirement? I mean, in things that everybody can do.
Yeah, that's what everybody wants.
That's what we're going to talk about today, okay? Because we want you to understand that it's not some magic pill and it's not some expensive investment to help our metabolism. If our metabolism's working for us and everything's working, and our weight
should be theory.
Exactly, in theory. So we're going to cover everything from movement to supplements and a few other tips and tricks. But the goal of this today, it's not heavy and it's not super complicated.
Yeah, or intimidating at all.
Right.
Super simple.
And it's as well as you have access to go and watch all of our previous ones, because we've been doing this every Monday. Did you just get on?
No, it's just doing something. Sorry if it's glitching, guys. I'll try to change the resolution.
Hopefully it's not glitching on your end. So yes, make sure you like, subscribe, about the topic we're discussing today, or some health related question that goes kind of along with what we're talking about. Looks like it's good over there. All right, so first we're going to go into the most important thing, and it really is about movement. I guess we're listening to a little training that was talking about how the gym memberships have gone up in the past, few years, like more than doubled. So that's great. People are getting their bodies into the gym. They are working out. Wonderful. But yet our obesity continues to increase. Our obesity rates. So something's not right. And really the biggest thing is even though we are working out, maybe we're saying, I'm going to go to the gym in the morning and do my stuff, or I'm going to do that YouTube workout in the morning before work, or in your lunch break, or you go to the gym after and you're getting your workout in. But what happens during the rest of the day? You're sedentary.
That's actually, I'm kind of victim of that and guilty of that most days of the week. Unfortunately, I find myself at a computer seated quite a bit. I do take calls and I walk a lot, but man, I'm telling you, this is going to be perfect for me to leave this meeting, this call today, and I am going to commit to doing the things we talk about today.
Right.
Because it makes so much sense to me. It's such common sense.
Yes. So the biggest thing that we need to do is incorporate short exercise set. I don't even want you to think exercise sessions. It's movement throughout your day. Whether it's, the studies are showing that it's best if you're doing every 30 minutes, like 2 minutes of activity. And now this could be going on a short walk. This could be air squats next to your desk in your office. This could be push-ups, whatever it's going to be, whatever works for you. However your living situation is. Like specifically, I just told Ryan, I said it'd be easiest for him to just step up next to his desk chair and do a minute of air squats and a minute of push-ups every 30 minutes. So what did he do like 5 minutes ago? Hey, he set a timer on his phone, a reminder on his phone to just let him know when it's every 30 minutes, and then he'll just get up and do it. So I want Ryan to, now, first of all, if that doesn't work for you, there's other ways to do it, right? Say you eat 3 meals a day. Think about doing a 20-minute walk before your meal, 20-minute walk after, right? And by walk, this doesn't have to be anything extreme. This doesn't have to be some heart rate driven walk. The goal is muscle contraction. And I want Ryan to dive in a little bit on what the muscle contraction is doing to our cells.
Yeah, I think everybody's probably familiar with insulin and its role with diabetes and managing blood sugar, which obviously blood sugar goes up and it goes down. And it goes through these multiple cycles throughout a day around meals and food and consumption of calories. But it's really insulin sensitivity or insulin resistance is what we're trying to sort of overcome. We don't want to fall victim to insulin resistance. That's the early stages of the pre-diabetes kind of phase into the type 2 diabetes. Type 1 diabetes Lisa, I'm so sorry. The video seems to keep glitching. I changed the I'm hoping you guys hear me just fine.
Yeah,
I'm watching the comments. But, guys, the thing is, if we're eating throughout the day and multiple times and small snacks and little sugar things here, little sugar things there, our bodies are always kind of figuring out how to manage this sugar load, which isn't normal for our bodies. So when you have this glucose circulating in the blood, ideally it comes in boluses. It's a big bolus. It's a big meal bolus. It's a big shot. Boom. Your body responds accordingly right away. The pancreas, the rest of the system goes into its parasympathetic nervous system. So you've got this rest and digest process. And then that subsides. And then your body goes back into that cleaned up, fasted state where you're ready for that performance again. And you can go back through that cycle multiple times a day, but it shouldn't be constant food, constant sugar elevations throughout the day. And
Can I interrupt you real quick?
Yeah.
So when he's saying this about sugar, I don't want you to think it's the fact that you're eating sugar, because you might be sitting there like, I watch my sugar. I don't eat my sugar. He's not talking to me. Anytime we eat food, we get a rise in our blood sugar.
Right.
Okay. It's circulating
exactly.
in our blood.
All
so
food.
yeah. So
Any
when he's
calories.
talking about that, I want you to just think about your blood sugar is always going up when we eat. Sometimes higher, like I call them peaks and valleys, or sometimes it's rolling hills, which we would prefer. Okay, sorry to interrupt.
No, it's absolutely fine. But the problem that the more and more of those calories that we eat, and especially the poor quality, the nutrient poor stuff, the calorie rich stuff, so the processed foods that are in packages that cost $1.20 and they're like seriously 280 calories, 25 grams of carbs or whatever. It's crazy, because over time then we build weight, right? Then we're gaining weight. Then we're becoming a little bit more metabolically inflamed or metabolically dysfunctional. And then you're running into this situation where the pancreas is releasing more insulin and it becomes insulin resistant. So the insulin isn't doing what it's supposed to do. This is the cornerstone of type 2 diabetes, but it's really the foundation of chronic disease.
I would say it's like the root cause of all disease.
The things that we're going to talk about today, the 2 minutes every 30 is serious. People that move a lot, the Sardinian, Italy, the Costa Ricans, part of California, they move, they go up and down hills, they're up and down steps, they move all the time, all day. Whereas I go and I crush a 45-minute, 60-minute workout. Maybe I walk a little bit, of course, with round meals, but I'm sedentary through the rest of the day. That's done. I'm not going to do that anymore. Because over time, if you employ these strategies, you can cut your all-cause mortality of the chronic diseases that all come secondary to obesity by up to 50%. So you're talking about like neurodegenerative diseases like Alzheimer's and Parkinson's, which are so incredibly scary. But here we go. It's what we're talking about. Cancers, hypertension, hyperlipidemias and different dyslipidemias with cholesterol. These things, diabetes, of course, up to 50% reduction in all-cause mortality, just because you're moving your body consistently throughout the day, not in just one big bolus. Right.
And the studies are really saying that it completely defeats the purpose. If you get this nice big workout in and then you're sedentary the whole time, being sedentary all day just kind of squashes out that workout. And it's really unfortunate because, we think we're doing good because exercise is amazing for you. And this little walking stuff is in addition to that gym workout.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Or not a gym, but you can be doing this stuff at home. Again, it doesn't have to be a big financial requirement, whatever works for you. But you need to get in a couple strength training sessions a week, 1 to 2 high intensity interval workouts a week. Work on your zone 2 or your endurance training. You need to get those in. So you set aside time for that, right? Whether it's say an hour in the morning, an hour, at night, again, whatever works for you. And then you incorporate these movements throughout the day. And it's about the muscle contraction. So I know many people do the treadmill desk, which is absolutely amazing. And you don't have to walk fast, 2 miles an hour. You're just that muscle contraction is going all the time. You don't have to be using it all day, but think about if you were just using it, every 30 minutes, you were just like, I'm going to jump on my treadmill desk and, instead of staying seated. So many ways that you can do it. And if you have a dog, think about how much your dog would love if you're working from home and you just put your leash on your dog every 30 minutes to go on a quick walk up and down your street. I know our dogs would be very excited.
For sure.
Yeah. So there's so many ways to do it. And we just cannot stress how important it is for you. And it's important for that muscle contraction. So again, if doing air squats, works for you, do those air squats. Again, it's the most benefit is 2 minutes every 30 minutes. You could be doing this while you're in your kitchen cooking, doing the dishes. I mean, just getting that movement in. They even say have fun with it. Do like a little dance party after dinner, all about movement. So that's the biggest thing with increasing your metabolism. And like Ryan said, we see those with our blue zones. They are the healthiest people, live the longest. I mean, really, really crazy. So we need to make sure, again,
it's not crazy.
More.
It's like they actually simplified in such a way that it's so relatable, and it actually struck a chord with me. Like, so I'm actually excited about this Zoom. I'm very excited about this Zoom.
Right. Because sometimes you look at the blue zones and you look at the life they live, and they might be enjoying their red wine every night and doing it, but what they're doing is moving their bodies all the time and also living very stress-free lives. But there's also other things that we can do that simply help, increase our metabolism. And a lot of it has to do with having the right nutrients, having the right vitamins. A lot of this is your omega-3s, which is in our factor 4, and turmeric as well. And simple vitamins in our multivitamin. Your B vitamins are very good for increasing metabolism. Vitamin C plays a role. So your vitamin, I said the B's, like niacin, B6, B12, all in our multivitamins. Magnesium, which we know plays a role in over 300 enzymatic reactions in the body. And one of those is metabolism. Another one is sleep. And guess what? Lack of sleep disrupts your metabolism and your hormones. So you need to be working on all these things so your body is working its best for you. And it doesn't have to be that complicated. It doesn't have to be some magic pill in a bottle that's costing you, $120 a month, telling you that it's going to, increase your metabolism. It's about taking care of yourself. We do know that there's that caffeine. So caffeine in coffee and other things helps increase metabolism.
You forgot lean too. Our latest body composition formula, lean. Lean is also because of the metabolic benefits of some of the ingredients. But I love what you said. None of this is going to put the work in for you, though, guys. The work is that you get out and you move. You have to move your body that many times a day. Office setting, maybe that's okay. A boss should respect the fact that you're trying to increase, right? Just the uptake of your sugar. It's better for your cells. You'll be more productive. Every 2 minutes, every 30. Come on.
Right.
Come on.
Hydrating properly plays a big role in metabolism. So you need to also make sure hydrating properly is hydrating with electrolytes. It's not just the consuming water. The green tea is in the super greens, great for metabolism. So there's so many little things that you can do. And there's also many of you out there that are probably taking all of this that are like, yes, okay, I'm doing this for myself. So now all I need to do is make sure I'm getting those gym workouts in, or those, structured workouts, I want to call them, and then make sure you're doing your movements throughout the day. So again, whether it's 2 minutes every 30 minutes, or whether it's 20 minutes tacked on to the ends of each meal, do what works best for you. I know a lot of times for us, for dinner, I mean, we can do a walk before and a walk after, you know, and then just little movements throughout the day. So the goal again is moving your body more because you're contracting your muscles. I feel like I had something else I wanted to say.
Well, it's funny because I didn't know what we were going to say today. So I was talking about different things. Like we were looking at sarcopenia, body composition, how to measure it, the different things, the different types of fat, because metabolic health tends to be a lot about obesity, and the population is very obese. There's a lot of, 57 to 75% is obese or is overweight or obese.
Right.
So, but I'm glad we're not going there. I'm glad we're not going heavy on nutrition and telling you what sugars and should you eat natural fruits and how often and with what. No, we're saying, guys, simple. Move your body more throughout the day.
Right.
If you're doing a big workout, great. Got to do that too. And then move your body throughout the day.
Yeah.
Just move. It will increase your output, your energy. You'll feel better because of it. Your metabolism can correct itself. I was going to start going into catabolism now, but I don't want to talk about it.
Right.
It
does
doesn't matter.
No.
And
there's little things that you can do. Like we know that eating spicy foods increases your metabolism.
Sure.
You can add that into, sometimes I haven't done it in a while, I'll tell you the truth, but I used to put red pepper in my smoothie. It gives it a little kick. But you can do any little thing, add it in there. Avoid skipping meals, so often. A lot of people still have this thought that eating less can help us lose weight. And maybe at first it does. And then all of a sudden, boom, your metabolism completely plummets.
That's right.
So you need to make sure you're fueling your body right. Just like to keep it super broad and simple with nutrition, you need to make sure you're fueling your body right. So your body is constantly getting the nice nutrition that it needs. It never goes into that, like thinking that starvation mode. So say you decide that there is a lot of people that do the type of fast where you don't eat all day and then you eat the one meal a day. That was the OMAD, 1 meal a day. Yeah. Your body can go into that it's a starvation mode. It just kind of slows down, right? That's what starvation mode is. Your body, your metabolism slows down, preserving everything that it gets because it has no idea when you're going to eat again. So naturally, it's just going to slow itself down. So just make sure you're eating regularly. We don't need to eat all the time. We've reiterated that, but your 3 meals a day, they're well balanced. They're fueled with high quality nutrition. You're getting your supplements, your vitamins in. You're sleeping well, and moving your body.
Simple.
It is simple. It is simple. And so Ryan and I just got back from an international trip late last night. This, to tell you, was my longest time being on an airplane, and it was 9 hours, which is extremely long for me. My biggest anxiety was I can't sit that long. I was getting how am I going to do this? But we just kept getting up, and it was around about every 30 minutes, but we're just getting up. We would do the lap around the plane. It was a very big plane. We would stand in the very back where there was an open area, and we were doing air squats. Who cares how silly you look? People are probably envious of that. Oh, that's so smart. They're just getting up and they're moving their body. You have got to do it. Same thing that goes for in your work environment. Who cares if you look silly sitting next to your desk doing an air squat in a dress? Just move your body. I remember when I worked at the hospital. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with our thing.
Guys, we're sorry about that. It looks like we're losing connection. So we'll wrap it up, though.
I think
you can hear us.
Are there any questions that you can breeze through? And while he's doing that, again, guys, make sure you subscribe to our channel, please. Love your comments, love your feedback. It really helps us when you are
part of the channel. Fasting, intermittent, and OMAD does start autophagy. Yeah, it does. It cleans up the junk 100%. Out of the cell. Mitophagy as well. It cleans out the mitochondria. So that is a good point. We believe in it. We did a Zoom topic on fasting. You should watch that as well because it has a place. It's just
it doesn't have to be done all the time.
Not every day.
So yeah.
Man, boys, guys, I'm so sorry. I think we're going to have to drop. The internet has been poor here, and I think today is causing us to lose connection.
A lot of people talking about intermittent fasting. So it is an amazing thing. It does help it helps a lot with metabolism, but there's also a fine line. Everybody's different. So there's a lot of women out there that are stressed. Cortisol levels are high. And I'm talking more about, premenopausal females. And then you go into a fasting and maybe your body's perceiving it as more stressful. And therefore that's increasing your cortisol more, and it can backfire again because of your cortisol, but also it can mess up your hormones. So it doesn't have to be these extreme intermittent fastings. 12 hours is the minimum that you want to do. So, I'm pretty solid around, I'm around 14, 15, just that's what works for me. But I never want to feel if I feel super hungry, that's a cue to me that my body needs to eat and I'm going to break my fast. Right. So, but again, 12 hours, 100% needs to be done daily. You came back.
Yeah, it looks like it. Looks like it's back on. Okay. There were some questions about sugars and, when to eat and how to eat. But again, not for today.
Good?
No, we're not good. Internet is so choppy, guys. I'm so sorry.
Our bodies need carbs. Our bodies need carbohydrates, but I want you to think carbohydrates coming from vegetables, from squash, fruits, even your lower glycemic, your berries, So those are carbohydrates. So it's not necessarily like, I don't like to just say, watch your carbohydrates because we need them, but it's like, yes, don't go be eating your bowls of pasta and your breads and your grains. Like you have to balance it. Choose your carbohydrates right is the most important take home there.
And timing, I think, matters, because there was a comment about when to eat sugar. It's like not the first thing you do when you wake up. How about that? Let's hydrate. I know it's been a few hours. We've been in a fasted state, but let's not go right for a sugar-rich coffee creamer. Water supplement right there is a great thing before, and then get your movement on. And then, of course, you need to eat. When you're ready, then you eat. But don't start with these little sugar boluses. And then don't snack on little candies or cookies in between meals.
Right. So I'm trying to read some. Did you go up some little?
Yeah, I've been moving all the way down. Yeah.
Okay. Awesome. What are the
fasting Zoom we did would be
yes,
helpful.
We did do a fasting Zoom. And it doesn't have to be black and white 16 hours. It doesn't have to be a 16/8, but the minimum that your body needs to be fasting for your for a recovery. So by that I mean like when we're sleeping, like our body's like it's resting, it's repairing. If there's still food that it's working on digesting, it's not going to be repairing things. So that's the biggest thing. That's why you've got to do that 12 hours. Now, when it comes to like real autophagy, like those are your longer fasts for sure.
Definitely.
And they don't need to be done all the time. But again, check out our fasting Zoom because there's many ways to do it in many different kinds. Like you could choose to do one 24-hour fast, a week. And for a lot of people, that's pretty easy if you're eating balanced the rest of the days. So.
I totally feel like this conversation has gone right back into nutrition.
Right.
And I love that about you guys. I love that you're all passionate and have questions around nutrition.
But the biggest take home that we wanted you to get from today is about the movement.
In addition to your workout.
In addition to exercise, in addition to structured exercise, right? We know that we're going to work out 5 days a week. We're going to do it at this time. We're going to take this class. We're going to do this YouTube video. In addition to that, it's the moving your body, whether it's walking, air squats, push-ups, whatever works for you, 2 minutes every 30 minutes. And if that is not conducive to your lifestyle, aim for the 20 minutes before, 20 minutes after each of your 3 meals. That really is the biggest take home. And that can be done by everybody. And this is not short term. This is not a quick fix. This is lifetime. Like you've got to be doing this. Get your family involved, get your friends involved, get your coworkers involved.
That's right.
Make it a group thing. So
that'd be fun, actually, if you had coworkers around here. All right, guys, 30-minute mark. Let's go.
Right. Make it fun. Don't make it such a chore. When things become a chore, we tend to do them for a short amount of time, short term, and then we quit.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
This is something that we can do.
Okay.
Yes. If there's any, and again, sorry about the breaking up with the internet, but if there's any specific questions, guys, email me, lisa@livegood.com. I know some were coming in, but it's hard to get to everything as it's scrolling up. And check out our website, livegood.com, where you find all of our supplements and information about the company.
Guys, thank you so much for joining us. Look forward to seeing you next Monday. And for those watching on recording, thanks for tuning in.
Yes. Bye, guys. Take care.
See y'all. Bye.